Soviet Union, right, Mission?
Fouling, no, it's foul balls, not better than we. You know, with only left field, everything is fair. We must negotiate that before fair. All is fair, except for baseball right now, maybe.
1 and 2.
We call what collective farm clubs there, you know.
Oh, collective farm
clubs, yeah, you negotiate for that whole thing.
How does that work? You find people you want, you collect them, and you bring
People
them
come back to the
farm
camp,
club.
yes.
Who are some of the great stars in Russian baseball?
The famous Russian catcher, Red Yiddish.
Red Yiddish.
Yes.
Robin Williams, who of course is starring in Dead Poets Society, and Billy Crystal, starring in When Harry Met Sally, which opens Wednesday. With us in the booth.
And we're both shamelessly plugging our products here on a lovely Sunday afternoon in between jets.
Look at some of these uniforms, though. These uniforms are exciting.
Do you like this, Corky?
I don't know. I look at this, I see Reds. I want to say Cincinnati Salmon. Why not? Okay.
Playable on the infield. Benzinger, not yet in the Salmon double nits, makes the play.
Now, what about double nits? They can't. They don't breathe with you.
I don't know. I think if you're on a field, you want something that breathes.
Like what would it be?
Khaki?
A good khaki?
Khaki, I didn't think it worked. Khaki cotton is always good.
And what about the color? Traditionally, it's the gray is the road team, and the home team wears white. Would you change that?
Well, let's see. If you go beyond salmon, I think you say puce means you're out of the stadium.
Right? Every time I'm in Puce, I'm out of the stadium. Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Don't bother to show up. Mackie Sasser on an error the second inning, scored a run, takes a ball. Now you guys aren't here really to plug movies. You're here because you love baseball.
Yes, sir. It's a beautiful game. I love this game. I used to see it down Squirrel Hollow where I live.
Where's that?
That's it. Whoa.
That's just past Resume Speed, right?
Yeah, Resume Speed. The town of Resume Speed. There's another town down there, Speed Bump.
Speed Bump.
Speed Bump, Georgia.
Is that where they have the thank you for coming and the entering and leaving sign on the same
Right
post?
there. Have a nice day, maybe.
Mackie Sasser, the hitter, as a matter of fact, from a neighboring state, Alabama.
Well, welcome home.
And a line drive to third baseman Lenny Harris for out number 2.
Holy cow, Yankees down 5-0. That pitching staff, they just signed Wade Hoyt. Bringing up Wade Hoyt.
Formerly with the Cincinnati Reds.
I know my ball.
But that's because you're not here, Scooter. I mean, you're not there, you're here.
Oh, I'm never anywhere except the golf course in Fairlawn. They got a Lola Falana hole, I tell you. It's unbelievable. Dog leg to the left.
Oh! Yes!
Jesus! Oh!
America!
Oh!
Well, that country, America!
Oh!
Okay! Hey!
Ah!
I turned my head to the side like cough. Hey!
Oh!
We got a lawyer in here.
Oh!
Here comes another one. Are you all right, Billy?
Yeah, I'll be all right in a minute. Whoa! There it is.
You get a good appreciation
Hey.
of how fast that ball comes back. Huh?
You still don't move to your right well.
I duck now.
You duck! Boy, we got...
Vale City.
This is only his second game that he's ever been to in his life.
Really?
Yeah. And they got a ball.
Hey.
You almost got it, but
That's a great
Hey.
game, isn't it?
Here it is. Here it is. Holy cow.
Look at it come our way.
comes.
Oh!
Boy.
You hadn't jumped out of the way, Billy.
I'm glad I had protection.
Yes.
We won't talk about that.
1 ball and 2 strikes to
Boy.
Elster with 2 out and nobody on. Is that right, Robin? This is only your second?
Yes, sir. My first game was the San Francisco Giants game about 2 weeks ago. It was amazing. I'm talking serious now. I can't believe it. I love baseball.
That's what baseball does to you.
Yeah, all of a sudden
Oh, nice play. Short hopper. Over the Bentley, and that's it.
All right, the inning is over. More with Robin Williams and Billy Crystal as the Mets lead it 3-2 after 4. After this for Budweiser.
Can I offer an interesting anecdote here? Sure. I had the same surgery Bob Ojeda had, except my finger wasn't fused. I did it a different, horrible way, and lost the top part and sewed it back on. This guy, and it's the same finger, and mine's back on, and he's pitching really well with it. So
How did you do it? How did you hurt?
I was doing soap.
Oh,
And it
really?
was on the show, and the rehearsal. I had to leave a door, go out the door, and I closed the door on my finger, and that was it.
Oh,
And they sewed it back on. And Actually, there was a great scramble for it. It sounds horrible. It was hanging in the lock, right? And the guy said, the ambulance is there, and he goes, get the finger, get the finger. Guy said, I can't touch it, I'm props. Where's set design? So talk about unions.
Get the finger. I can't pick up the finger.
I can't figure. He panicked. It was a horrible look, but they had a great surgeon and put it back on. So, it's a lesson anyone who's had any kind of injury like this, and you can come back and look at Ojeda striking Naylor out.
That's his 5th strikeout.
This copyrighted telecast is authorized under television rights granted by the New York Mets solely for the entertainment of our audience.
Publication, reproduction, and use of these pictures, description, accounts of the game without the written consent of the New York Mets, Sterling W. Enterprises, and WWO.
They believe it's for Dan Quayle.
Okay, and now for Dan Quayle. You really shouldn't do anything with this. You shouldn't. Any commercial or the use of this program, such as changing it, charging admission for its showing, is similarly prohibited. You know what I'm saying. We know where you live. Don't do that.
We'll find your house.
Popio's Pocket Batter. That's right, Popio's Pocket Batter.
Eddie Goodell.
That's right.
You do have to be a top 40 disc jockey to read that in the allotted time. Bunt by Quinones. Ojeda with the play and 2 gone.
Speaking of Ojeda, Billy, he was really having some problems early in the year because of the cold weather, and he really couldn't feel the pitch with which he released the ball, the finger.
So as it's gotten warmer, he's been more effective?
I think so, yeah.
The same thing happened for you?
Yeah, when I'm with a bad audience, my hand just goes dead. It's that cold feeling you have.
Whether you're better in summer months.
Yeah, much better. No, I know that feeling. I don't feel this at all. Nothing.
That's your head,
And I lost like an eighth of an inch. We were playing in this celebrity game, and Kareem was playing first base, and I was playing short. And he's come back into the mound. Tom Selleck was pitching. He threw to me, got the guy.
Gary Coleman was catching.
And I don't have the grip. Don't have the grip I used to have. So we actually use Gary as a donut for the bat. Way to bat to swing him around for, but and a ground ball, Elster to the left. Oh! Short hop trouble today here in the infield.
A lot of short hops. That's a 3rd ball that's gone off an infielder. Consequently, that's the 3rd error of the game and the 1st on New York.
Well, maybe during the fight yesterday, they chopped the infield up so much that nobody can get a true hop today.
Well, it looks real soft.
Mike Tyson in left field today. Mike Tyson.
That was the case yesterday. Did you see any of the pictures of the fight?
Yeah.
Dibble and Tuffle.
I'll meet you in the clubhouse at 9.
Forget that bat and get another.
I want to play in L.A. Okay, by me in L.A.
You never thought you'd hear West Side Story when you turned into this game today.
Open enough to pay rights.
Oh, boy, we're in trouble.
Oh, just thought of something.
We both did.
Yankees just scored 3 in the 5th.
No rights fees. You've read the disclaimer.
No, Gene Woodling. They just signed Gene Woodling, brought him out. Gene doubled in Enos Slaughter, who was playing. Ran all the way from first.
He's done that before. 2 strikes to Larkin. He was 1 for 2. He had a single his first time up, and
What's he hitting now?
he's hitting 341 at the start of play. There you go, 342 after his base hit.
He's the starting shortstop.
You
in the
asked for it,
All-Star game,
we
isn't
give it to you.
he? Is he the starting shortstop?
No, Ozzie Smith was the winning.
Now, what do you
vote
think
getter.
about that, Steve, while I have you here?
Well, let me tell you. Timmy and I have had a long discussion about this over the last 3 games, I think. And I think that as long as the fans vote, you're going to have guys in there who maybe statistically don't deserve to be there.
But it's who they want to see.
But that's who they want to see. And if you're going to leave it in the fans' hands, then that's what you're going to have. If you want to have it based on Howard Johnson should be at 3rd, Larkin should be at short, those types of things, based on what they did the first half of the season, then you can't have the fans vote. And I think the fans should vote because it's their game, not the All-Star game necessarily, but the game of baseball. I think fan voting is good for interest and gives the fans some input. And if you know that going in, then there shouldn't be controversy over people who are elected, who statistically may not be deserving.
But like the situation in the National League where Tom Lasorda picked some players that's a lot of controversy now. Willie Randolph, who's having a great year out there.
Benzinger running, and a throw is high and not in time.
But some players griping that they think they're more deserving, and statistically they might be.
Well, that's a whole other can of worms when you get into the selection by the managers, and I think it's been traditional that the manager has tended to sometimes pick his own players over other guys because he feels and maybe knows even better that they are, in his mind at least, more deserving than someone else. So, you know, I guess you have to look at that as the manager's prerogative.
Right.
I don't see any way that it can be an absolutely fair criteria and that everything is going to work out perfectly. It's not an exact science.
Now, do you think the Dodgers are more effective when Tommy's fat, or? No, seriously,
Last year proved right.
I mean, it looks great, but they've lost nine games off.
This incredible diet system.
They lose everything, weight and games in the standing.
Yeah, a case could be made that the Dodgers might not be as hungry this year as they were last year.
Grounded, fair ball. Johnson with a long throw in time. Another sparkling play by Howard Johnson to end the inning. An error and 1 left in the 5th. 4.5 gone. And
That lovely Don Johnson beard, too. That lovely Don Johnson beard.
After this, we're back. After this from Amtrak. Bottom of the 5th with the Mets leading 3-2. Billy and Robin have to leave us. We thank them and wish them all the best. Thanks, Billy.
Thank you. It was great fun.
Very pleased.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Hope
You were
to see you in the
terrific.
playoffs.
So do we.
All right.
Thanks, Billy.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care. Two and two to Samuel. I'll tell you one thing, Steve. This tape is a keeper, regardless of what happens. Two very, very funny men.
Billy has Phil Rizzuto down pat.
Oh, wonderful. The scooter.